Welcome back to Nikki's Scrapbooking Adventures. Today we are going to be scrapbooking this super cute photo of my son sleeping on my husband and them looking comfy and cozy, just like the mood and feel of my kit. So I've already picked a sketch from Page Maps, September 2019. This is free sketches from pagemaps.com. and by Becky Fleck. And the photo or the sketch I'm picking is this one right here. So very simple band design. You've got one piece of paper here, another piece of paper here, a strip of paper there with some decorative edging that I actually might want to do. It kind of looks like this is a bow with a little present wrapped there as well. I'm kind of feeling in the Christmassy mood. I got a title, one cluster right there. So really simple page. So essentially I need to pick out 3 papers. Maybe even 4, depending if I want to use a background or not. I picked this kit because it was blue and yellow, and these stripes really inspired me. However, when I started looking, this actually inspired me. These 2 pages together, I was thinking about doing this as the top and this is a bottom and a strip of paper right here. The problem is this is an off-white. It's not actually white. So let me grab some white cardstock and let's take a look at that. So I've got this, so actually I would do this and then this. I don't like that white in the background. So I was thinking that maybe I need to pick another pattern paper. What about, let's just try this. I'm just curious if this is going to work. I don't know that it will. Okay, I'm going to cut these down, and I'm thinking these are about 9 inches wide because it looks like I've got an inch here and a couple inches here on my sketch. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these down to 9 inches, and then we're going to compare background papers. That'll give me an idea of what I need. There's 9 and 9. You know what, actually, and let's do 4. Let's see here. So if I use this as a background, right? This is the bottom piece, just kind of as a representation. And this is the top piece. That actually is the perfect size, according to the sketch, is the perfect size, because then I'll have a big band right here. So I need to figure out the band of paper that I'm going to use. If I like this black background, let's try one more thing here. I've got a couple of options. Got some wood grain. I don't like that wood grain with this yellow. Oh, this kind of gives it a more warm feeling. I'm gonna have to rotate this because there's some writing or distressing right there. Yeah. And then I'm gonna matte this, and I don't know what color yet. In the photo, or the sketch, it looks kind of dark, so I'm going to pick those. Let's do... I feel like I'm limiting myself on color a little bit. Okay, so I've got brown. Or I've got black. I think I'm going to do black. I'm going to do black because these keys kind of represent the key to my heart. Cute little deal. So let's do 9 inches across. Not wasting so much paper then. We're going to put that on there, and then this right here. We need to mat this, I think, in yellow. Let's check through, but I don't think yellow is the right color to mat it in. What about green? There's green. There's yellow. The yellow is just so bright against that background and ruins the mood and feel. So let's do green. And I was thinking either this or this, or I could do both. Actually, honestly, I could do both. Let's get this matted. So this is a photo of my husband and my son just kind of taking a little nap. My son has a pretty regular schedule in napping, thankfully. And hubby works a lot. And so when he can catch a nap, he does. And he falls asleep so easily, and I think that's partly due to him working at the post office. This is the busiest time of the year because you've got all those Black Friday deals and Cyber Monday deals. And even before COVID, this has always been the busiest time of the year for the post office. Hubby called last night and was like, yeah, I'm working 12 hours. 13 hours, really. Because if you think about it, you have a lunch break in there. And round trip is about an hour. You know, to work from work. So he is not getting home at a decent time. Yeah, I like that background paper. Isn't that fun? That came from one of those Joanne Mega paper packs. So it is a flimsier cardstock. So I might need to back it, but we'll see. Let's get this down. Okay, so there's writing on this. I'm going to make sure the writing is going the right way. I'm going to left justify this just like in the sketch. I wasn't ready to set down yet. Okay. There we go. That looks good to me. We got this part. Now, the sketch has a third piece of paper as kind of a band right above this blue paper. So I'm trying to think of what I want that blue band to be. I could do something like this. Both of them have the mugs. Isn't that funny? I could pull in this paper, but I think that yellow is just throwing me off. So I'm going to bypass the yellow. Oh, I have a green. Okay, that's a possibility. I also have this one. Nope. I have this one, which is in... Oh, I've got... No. Now, I have this one, but I think that's just too much like that other paper. Maybe what I do is I just pull down that green a little bit. Yeah, let's try that. So my thought is do a 2-inch band. Let's do 3 inches because I can always make it smaller. And this is 9. Okay. Nope, that's too large. However, I'm going to do a punch. Let me grab my punch first. There we go. And then I'll put a piece of washi or something right there. Let's take a look at my washi tape. So this is my washi tape. I don't have very much on purpose. Okay. Oh, what about these? I have not opened this yet. This is from Felicity Jane when they have that sale a couple months ago. I saw this random black star and I was like, perfect. I need this in my life. Oh, look at that. Okay. Let's just look. It may not work, and that's okay. This washi tape I think I got from Walmart. There we go. Yep, I think that works. Okay, I've got all of my base page down. I have my photo matted, and now it is time to embellish. It is time to embellish. I am excited. I am going to use this embellishment cluster right down here. Now my goal is to have a visual triangle, so I am focusing in on these colors. So I've got black, brown, yellow, green, white, and green. Lots and lots of green. So my first cluster is going to be right up here. I chose to use this warm and cozy stamped image that I fussy cut out of my paper. I chose to dig this Brad with a J on it because both of my boys, their initial is J. That's going to appear as if it's hanging this sign on the wall. Okay. Now I had to get some yellow in, and so I'm adding this bow that I found in my stash, and I would like to show you how I made this bow. I have some leftover ribbon here that I'm going to show you how to make a double bow. Okay, so I'm first going to start by pinching off the tail of the bow. I'm going to wrap around my index finger and my middle finger twice. Okay, so I've got my 2 bows here, and this is going to be my second bow here. Next, I am going to go take the piece that we're working with and go between my fingers to wrap behind. Okay. I'm going to take that piece we're working with, making sure everything looks straight. I'm going to go towards the front, or towards the tip of my fingers, but then wrap around the front and underneath here. That part's important. See how it makes a little knot here? That is the knot for our bow. So again, we go in between our fingers, back around, down and under, the loop that we made to tighten the bow. We can release it from our fingers, and there is our double bow. You can always pull and rotate your ribbon to make it look nice and neat. I'm going to do that again with a bigger piece of ribbon. This ribbon is just left over from some packaging. Okay. I'm going to pinch the length that I want the tail end of my bow to be. I'm going to wrap it around my index finger and middle finger twice. So there's 1, 2, making sure to leave this as wide as possible because this determines how big our bow is going to be. The second time I'm going around my middle finger, instead of going around my index finger again, I'm going to go between my fingers, making sure everything lays flat towards the front of my bow, and then I'm going to loop underneath the little loop I made. Okay, so I'm tying the knot of the bow right now, and then I'm going to pull tight towards the middle of my 2 fingers. I pull it pretty tight. So then I can adjust the sides of my bow. I can move the middle to make it more middle. Making sure that each time I have the silky side up. And there's my double bow for the bigger size ribbon. Anyway, so I'm going to use this double bow and move it up underneath the brad. I think what I'll end up doing is I'm going to adhere this first and then place the brad so I can get that in the right spot and then put it on there. Okay, so that's my upper left hand so far. And now I need to add some green in. I used an old paper studio punch that I never thought I would use to punch up some green paper. I'm going to tuck those right in there on either side so that I get my black, my white, and my green. Okay, so that cluster is done. Now let's move on to our journaling. I hand wrote my journaling on the back of the green paper. Luckily it was yellow. I'm going to stick that journaling right under here, leaving space between each of the elements. I'm going to use one of the cuts that I made from the cover of my paper pads. That's going to be my cluster base for right here, so that I can have a space between my green border and my green ampersand. I have this flare. It says, "Hello, little one," and that is from Yes Please Paper Crafts. I got that while she was having a sale at her site to celebrate 1 year. So there's my black, my white, my green, my yellow. And then I'm just going to add this little piece right here to cover up some of that pattern, to bring more of that yellow in. From Felicity Jane. It was just a little pack of sticky asterisk sign symbols. And that is my layout. Simply embellished. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That completes the comfy cozy edition of the Mood and Feel scrapbooking. I will do another Mood and Feel when the time strikes, so look out for that. Next month I am going to be focusing on my December daily album. I'll be posting foundation pages and pages as I go. I know a lot of people have already started with their foundation pages, and I've been really focusing in on getting some of my other projects done. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. Bye.